Two-time Super Bowl champion and fan favorite Torrey Smith may be playing for the Carolina Panthers, but his heart is still right here in Baltimore. He visited a West Baltimore elementary school to speak with former NFL player turned teacher Aaron Maybin and his students. Here's Torrey's take on tackling the challenges of changing a city they both love so much.
So, Torrey, I'm going to have you stand right here in the middle, and let's get everybody else just standing around.
We're here at Matthew A. Henson, you know, an elementary school in Baltimore City, where you're an educator. What led you to be here?
Man, a lot. So, for one, growing up, I was a horrible student. For all of my younger years of education, I was in the Baltimore City public school system. And we had literally no resources at any of the schools that I went to. And then all of a sudden, when I go out to Howard County to go to high school, all of a sudden we got everything. You know, you got brand new books, we got computers in every class, we got, you know what I mean? Like all of these resources. I'm like, man, like I was never a bad student. I just was never put in a position to be a good student.
Like, why did you feel that responsibility to really go and dive in and be a part of this school and this community?
I've always felt a personal responsibility to be involved, but I also feel as though the only way that evil can prevail is when good men and women stand aside and do nothing. So if for no other reason, I'm gonna make sure that I have proximity to the kids in this neighborhood, where that's the reason why I walk to school every day. I live close enough where I can literally be a resource for them, for their parents, for anybody else that's around. They know where I'm at, they know how to find me, they know that they can call me any time of day or night, you know. It's not the same if I'm not here.
I have a lot of respect for that because, right, like you said, you're the only person that I personally know who has made that type of commitment. And I'm a guy that I feel like, hey, you know, I'm very committed to trying to elevate the people around me, but that is next level.
If it's gonna be made safer, we gotta be around. You know what I mean? Like, if we're gonna change
the way people view these communities.
Absolutely. Like, we gotta be a part of what that change looks like.
Do you feel like you are living your purpose?
Absolutely. I think that, well, I'll say it like this. I don't feel like when I was playing football, I wasn't living my purpose, because and I think that that's something that a lot of us, a lot of the former athletes kind of struggle with. But what we can do is we can refocus that energy and attention to something positive. You know what I mean? I can say, all right, because I have this position of influence, because kids look up to me because of what I used to do, let me leverage that to give them as much game about everything except for sports that I can. You know what I mean? Let me get them as excited about education as possible.
Your words remind me of a quote, Doug Peterson, my coach when I was in Philadelphia. He says, are you interested or are you committed? I feel like when it comes to people in Baltimore City, they're interested. Yeah, we'll throw some money here and hope that's a little Band-Aid, or we'll do our one-off program. So to me, like, I think the question is to Baltimore City, its leaders, all of these huge companies downtown in the harbor, like, are you committed? And I would challenge them to come out and be invested in doing more.
Like I tell people all the time, like, don't praise me for digging a great hole. Like, yo, grab a shovel and help me. You know what I mean? Like we don't need anybody just, you know, celebrating the folks that are out here working. All of us have a responsibility to do more and to be more.
And that they are. Even though Torrey plays for another team, his commitment to this city remains very, very strong. Through his foundation, he's helping people in Baltimore every single day.
And you can learn more about that and get Torrey's take on rising above childhood struggles, how his wife has helped him grow stronger emotionally. Just head to WJZ.com.